Hey, what's up YouTube? This is We All Juggle Knives and Lights with a review of the Atactical A1. Now, in order for me to want to review a light, it either has to be like the brightest in its category, or the longest range, or the most compact, or it just has to be a really good deal, like a really good value. In this case, this is a really good value because it's only $20. And as I will show in this video, the battery that this comes with is worth $10 by itself. It comes with those spare O-rings and that USB to micro USB recharging cable. Here is the light in hand. You see it has a tail switch, side switch, removable pocket clip. Here is the emitter and the reflector. It has a smooth reflector, which is going to give it good range. Now here are the stats on this light. You see it's got 4 brightness levels, 2 special modes. The highest is 550 lumens, and you see the run times there. Now this light is 5 1/4 inches by my measure. See, it's got these lanyard slots right there. It is textured for grip, and it has this part here which is basically an anti-roll feature. So basic operation of this light. Well, to turn it on, you press the tail switch. It also has momentary on, so if you half press it, it'll be on for as long as it's pressed. It has mode memory, so it will come on in whatever brightness level you turn it off in. So once it's on, you can cycle through the 4 brightness levels by pressing the side switch. Alright, strobe warning. If you long press, you get to strobe. Now, one thing I like about this is that even though the SOS mode is in the regular cycle, it's not going to hit that SOS mode unless you click through quickly, right? So, this is turbo. Now, if I wait a while, it'll cycle back to the lowest mode. But if I click through really quickly, then it will get to the SOS. So it's kind of best of both worlds. So to replace the battery, you unscrew the tail cap here. That's what that looks like. This comes with a battery included. They were very smart to give you this battery because this is actually a USB rechargeable battery. You do not have to buy a separate smart charger. Here I have the rechargeable battery hooked up to a power bank. You can hook this up to any USB source, like your computer. There's a red indicator light. When it's fully charged, there is a green indicator light that will come on. Now that battery really adds value to this light. The fact that it has recharging, it's worth at least $10 if you were to buy that separately. Now, given that the light and the battery is only $20, you're getting that light for $10. You have no idea how many people I talk to that say the only thing holding them back from getting a lithium-ion battery type of light is that they don't want to have to buy a separate smart charger for a different kind of battery. Well, with this, you don't have to buy a smart charger. That's why this is smart. People who normally wouldn't buy an 18650 light are going to get this because it's so easy. You can just recharge it from your computer. In fact, if this didn't have that capability, I would not have reviewed the light because this really makes the deal. Now here you see the Atactical light next to the ThruNite TN12. They look very similar. One reason is because Atactical actually gets technical support from ThruNite. That's how I learned about it. They told me about this new brand. That's a very good thing because ThruNite is a very big company. They have their own research and development. So the fact that they're giving tech support to Atactical, it means that they're going to do things the correct way. Now I checked the price on that ThruNite just today and it's around $60. Right, so the Atactical, it's kind of like getting a ThruNite for 1/3 the price. Now yes, the ThruNite is twice as bright, so if you want twice as bright, yeah, sure, get the ThruNite. But as I said, for most people, price considered, the Atactical is a great deal. Is 550 lumens enough brightness? You know, for many people's needs, it totally is. What's up, YouTube? On the front steps with this ATAC light. This is the turbo mode. Let's light our path, go around to the testing board, see what we can see. Here's the beam profile on the driveway. Got a lot down the center, so pretty focused. Okay, I'm going to demo the momentary on. Just imagine that piece of vegetation was some sort of suspicious perpetrator. And now we're going to strobe him. There you go. That's what you would see. And here's the ATAC light on the testing board. Let's cycle through. That's the brightest, 550. I'm up here in the second story window with this Atactical light, shining it down on the testing board. That's where we were. Reaches out to the chairs. The smooth reflector on this gives it some very good range, especially at backyard distances. And you see that? There's a little trespasser over there. Let me zoom in. Yeah, you can see that. There's a little trespasser over there. And one over there. And I'm way back here. I'm way back here. And there's another one. There's another one over there. They're all over the place. Yeah, so if you want to detect trespassers at backyard distances, this will definitely do so. Okay, we are back. Now this was sent to me by Atactical for review, and as part of reviewing, it's always good to try to give the company tips on how to improve their product. One thing I would like is if you could control the strobe with the tail switch, right? So you could use it in the reverse grip more easily. Strobe warning. The way it is now, you can activate it with your pinky like so, right? But I just think it would be better if you could activate it somehow with the tail switch. So that's one improvement I would make. But that's not too big a deal because of the momentary on feature. You can still just flicker that as like a poor man's strobe, which is what I would do. I told you I really love that battery and that it's USB rechargeable, but I think they should make it a higher capacity battery. I think it would be more than worth it for the extra capacity, and I think people would be willing to pay a little more to have that greater endurance for the light. So yeah, that's how I would improve the light. So now, what are the good things about the light? Well, one thing I noticed from the outdoor footage from the window, that smooth reflector really helps this light put a lot of lumens on target. You know, it might not be a super bright floodlight, but as far as putting a lot of the lumens on a man-sized target at backyard distances, that smooth reflector really helps this light. In fact, because of that, this puts more lumens on target than some lights that would technically be brighter. I also like the momentary on feature, and as I said, that USB rechargeable battery really makes this light. That's going to allow people who don't have a smart charger to still buy and utilize this light. Yeah, so for the price, I definitely recommend this light. Like I said, it's kind of like getting a through night for half the price, and it has about half the lumens of an equivalent through night. But as we discussed before, 550 will serve a lot of people's purposes. So if you're on a budget or you want to buy multiple lights, you know, for your family, for your preparedness group, this is the kind of light that you definitely want to consider. They sell this on US Amazon, right? It's fulfillment by Amazon. So if you don't like the overseas sites, you can just, you know, do the one-click order for this. So I will include those links in the text description box. Okay, YouTube, well I hope you enjoyed seeing this light. This has been We All Juggle Knives and Lights. I'm out.